Hello, children. Welcome to Monday, October 19th, 2020. Welcome to Chateau Shornac again. And today we're going to talk about building healthy skills. So please turn to your textbook to page 8, and we will start reading. So, as a class, we're going to ask ourselves, list 3 things you do to maintain your health. And we talked about that when it came to the health triangles. We don't need to do that right now. But again, we're gonna learn about what skills help you stay healthy and how you can promote your health and the health of others. One of the big vocabulary words we're going to talk about today is prevention. So, skills for good health. One of the keys to wellness is prevention of illness. Oh, we really know that during this time of COVID. So I would get out your health notes and I would take notes on prevention is keeping something from happening. You can prevent illness and injury in many ways. For example, physical health. Get regular medical and dental checkups. Wear protective gear when you play sports. Always wear safety belts. Well, when you're weightlifting, in the car, all that good stuff. Mental and emotional health. Talk to your parents or guardians about health-related concerns. Learn to manage stress. Think positively. Social health. Try to get along with family and friends. Avoid gossiping or spreading rumors. Choose friends who avoid tobacco, alcohol, and other drugs. All examples listed above demonstrate health skills. These are skills that help you become healthy and stay healthy. The health skills that you develop now will have a positive effect throughout your life. Figure 1.2 shows 10 important health skills. So wearing a safety belt is one way to prevent injury. What are other ways we can think of to prevent injury? I'll stop right there and pause the video and we'll talk about that. Pause. Unpause. Page 9, the health skills. These 10 health skills affect your physical, mental, and social health. These skills can help you not just during your teen years, but throughout life. Health skills and what it means. Accessing information. You know how to find reliable health information and promoting products and services. Practicing healthy behaviors. You take action to reduce risks and protect yourself against illness and injuries. Stress management. You find healthy ways to manage and reduce the stress in your life. Analyzing influences. You recognize the many factors that influence your health, including cultural, media, and technology. Communication skills. You express your ideas and feelings and listen when others express theirs. Refusal skills. You can say no to risky behaviors. Conflict resolution. You work out problems with others in healthy ways. Decision making. You think through problems and find healthy solutions. Goal setting. You plan for the future and work to make your plans come true. Advocacy. You take a stand and make a difference in your home, school, and community. We're going to be working on those in the next couple of weeks and this week when it comes to goal setting, decision making, and conflict resolution. Accessing information. Knowing how to access or obtain reliable health information is an important skill. Some of the information include knowledgeable adults, parents and guardians, health professionals, teachers, religious leaders, and others. Know kids who you can go to talk about things with your health, physically, mentally, and socially. I'm going to stop there and ask you guys in the class, who do you know that you can talk to? Stop. Continue. Library resources. Encyclopedia and nonfiction books on medicine, science, and nutrition. Mass media. News reports and articles by health professionals, scientists, and others. The Internet. Up-to-the-minute information provided by government agencies and qualified health professionals. Community resources. government agencies, hospitals and clinics, colleges, and health organizations like the American Red Cross. We'll stop for a minute to kind of talk with the internet when it comes to accessing information, because we don't need to do that very much anymore. Like library resources, mass media, community resources, don't we just access all that through the internet nowadays? If you feel like you have something wrong, you click it in your search browser, and Dr. Google and, Nurse Firefox, pediatrician Safari, they find all this stuff for you, don't they? You find out what this ailment, you find out that ailment, you find out what this spot may be, this pimple, this sore throat. We do that all the time nowadays with COVID, don't we? We look to see, oh my God, I've got this. Do I have COVID? Do I have this? It's not healthy mentally, is it? Talking with a parent, guardian, or trusted adult is one way to manage stress. Can you name 2 other ways to manage stress? Which, again, we're going to pause the video and ask, what are 2 ways that we can manage stress? Pause, unpause. Taking care of yourself. The next 2 health skills involve self-management, or taking care of yourself. Practice healthy behaviors. You can take care of yourself by practicing healthy behaviors or actions that help maintain good health. These include eating nutritious foods, staying active, getting enough sleep, and taking time to relax when you feel tired. Again, we always advocate giving you some me time, but make sure that the me time does not get in the way of you doing your responsibilities. We're going to talk about that when it comes to, the questions that we're going to do at the end of this section. What do you do for me time? And when do you do it? How can you carve out me time for yourself? Stress management. You can also take care of yourself by learning to cope with stress. Stress is a part of life. Sometimes you may not be able to control the amount of stress in your life. However, you control how you react to it. Managing stress means finding a way to deal with it rather than letting it control you. Again, I want to stop right and talk with that last sentence. Managing stress means finding a way to deal with it rather than letting it control you. Okay, I hate that sentence right there, that phrase, letting it control you. Stress cannot control you. You control your stress. If you let the stress control you, then you are not Again, it doesn't control you. I want to say that right there. It doesn't control you. You just have not learned a healthy way to manage your stress. You do not play the victim of it's not my fault that I did this. The stress got to me. No, you let this happen to you because you could not control yourself. Punching your brother, your sister, cussing at your mother or father, calling your teachers bad names or idiots, yelling at Mrs. Gibbs or Mr. Roboto is, it's not because you're stressed. You let the stress control you. That's why I did it, because I got stressed. No. You let yourself become stressed. You did not learn how to manage it. That's what we're going to work on. I do not like that sentence. It does not control you. You control your stress. Analyzing influences. Why do you do the things you do? Many factors influence your behavior. These factors include internal or external. Internal influences come from inside you. I would love you to take notes on this. For example, your personal likes and desires influence your food you eat, activities you choose, and friends you spend time with. External influences come from outside sources. People can influence you, including parents, teachers, and friends. Television shows, books, advertisements, and movies can also influence your behavior. Finally, you are influenced by your culture, your environment, and the laws of your community. Page 11. Communicating with others. The next group of skills involves the way you communicate with other people. Communication is the clear exchange of ideas and information. That means telling others how you feel and listening to and understanding how they feel. Refusal skills. Sometimes you have to say no to others. For example, people you know may try to pressure you into doing something that is wrong. Refusal skills help you say no in an effective way without feeling uncomfortable. There's going to be times that you have to say refusal skills to yourself. No, Tig, I do not want to play Candy Crush or Trivia Crack right now. I have to grade papers. No, Tig, I do not want to play State of Decay on the Xbox. I have to get planned for the next day. No, Tig, I do not want to read or write. I have to go to bed so I can be my best at school. Conflict resolution. When you have conflicts or disagreements with others, it's best to settle them in a way that satisfies everyone. Conflict resolution usually requires talking matters over calmly and reasonably. Both people must work together to find a solution to the problem. We're going to go into greater detail when we get into section 2 and 3 about conflict resolution, because that's going to be a lesson in and of itself. Health skills activity. When friends change. We're going to do this as a class. We're going to do this on Thursday. We're going to do decision-making communication skills. So we're going to do this as class, but we're going to talk about this together. When friends change. Tia and Carlos have been friends since second grade. Lately, though, Tia has noticed a change in Carlos. The two friends used to meet at their lockers after school and talk about what happened that day. Twice in the week, Carlos told Tia that he would be there, but then he didn't show up. The last time it happened, Tia had something important to tell Carlos. The next day, she heard from another friend that Carlos had told people that Tia was boring. What should Tia do? We're going to ask that together in class. What should Tia do? So we're going to pause and talk about this, but we're not going to be silly. Pause. Unpause. What would you do? If you were Tia and Carlos, how would you solve this situation? We would use things like I messages. Use clear, simple statements. State your thoughts and feelings. Make eye contact and use appropriate body language. We're going to role play that actually on Thursday. We're going to do a little more role play on Thursday for that too. Page 12. Martin wants to spend more time on his favorite hobby, swimming. What specific goals might he set for himself? We'll stop and pause and talk about that. Pause. Unpause. Decision-making and goal setting. We're going to go into this in more detail in the next couple of days. Decision-making and goal setting are related skills. For example, suppose you hear about tryouts for the track team. First, you might make a decision to try out. Then you could set a goal to start running every day for practice. That goal would help you improve your speed so you would be more likely to make the team. Making decisions and setting goals are step-by-step processes that require careful thought. They're important skills that help you shape your life in a positive way. Decision-making is our next section that we are going to talk about tomorrow. And then goal setting is what we're going to talk about on Wednesday. Advocacy. Most health skills help you keep yourself healthy. Most health skills help you keep yourself healthy. However, advocacy has more to do with health of others. To advocate something means to support it or speak out in favor of it. When you advocate for health, you encourage other people to live healthy lives. You can practice advocacy by showing that you feel strongly about healthy behavior. You can also provide people in your home, school, and community with the information they need to make healthy choices. Well, that's what I'm doing in class. Also, advocacy is a big thing to where you're not getting something in class, you don't understand something, you ask. I don't get this, Mr. Shornack. I don't get this, Mrs. Gibbs. I don't get this, Mrs. Connect, Mrs. Pion, Mr. Moore, Mrs. Bowman, Mr. Roboto, Mrs. Gorham, Mrs. Mandrich, all these other, Mrs. Bowman, all these other teachers. You don't get something, you advocate. Because again, if you get something wrong, it's not my fault I didn't know how to do it. Mrs. Bowman, Mr. Shornack didn't help me. No, you need to advocate when you don't understand something. Hence, if you're looking how to do something, if you're walking down the road for directions, you don't know where to go, you advocate. How do you advocate? Maybe you go to your phone and say, Google, where is this store? Or you look up Google Maps. That's advocating for yourself. And then you find it. You don't just keep walking around until you don't find it and say, oh, well, I never found this. Not my fault I didn't find this. I had to go to court and pay a parking ticket. I couldn't find out where the police station was or the courthouse was to pay this ticket. Not my fault I didn't ask for help. Now I have a warrant out because I have to pay a ticket. Not my fault. I didn't advocate for it. No, you need to advocate for yourself. Health skills and wellness. Throughout your teen years, you will learn and practice many skills. For example, you build your skills in reading and math, music, art, and perhaps sports. Like any skill, the 10 health skills must be learned and then practiced regularly. Then as you develop your health skills, you can apply them to everyday activities. Doing so will help you lead a healthy life. Your health skills will also help you keep your health triangle in balance. Health skills help you maintain a high level of wellness. What skills are these two teens practicing? We'll pause and talk about that. Unpause. So now, I'm going to do a little worksheet with some questions to review this section. If you have any questions, please ask me in class. Remote learners, please unmute your mic and ask me. Absent learners, please message me through Schoolology. Thank you very much, Pirates, and have a super sparkly day.